Hey, what's up everyone? My name's Chris Winter and today I'm going to go over the best new features of the Canon T6i or 750D. Now unfortunately the weather outside has turned pretty bad, so I figured today would be a good day to make a quick video inside about this new camera. Now in case you haven't done it yet guys, make sure to subscribe because as you know I'm giving away either a Canon T6i or a T6s to a subscriber, so you hit that subscribe button to enter. Anyway, let's get on with the top features of this new T6i. One of the best new features of this Canon T6i, and something that probably should have been implemented a while ago, is the option of having Wi-Fi and NFC to transfer your files. Now of course, most people will still use their SD card to offload their photos to the computer, but having that option to wirelessly transfer photos is definitely usable, especially if you want to get your photos quickly onto your phone. Now I haven't tested out the NFC function yet because I don't have an Android phone. I've only got an iPhone which doesn't have NFC built into it, but from what I've tested, the Wi-Fi works really quite well and it's definitely going to be a usable feature. One of the lesser known new features of the Canon T6i is actually having a new and improved light meter system. What this essentially means, especially on a day like today where the light's changing quite a lot, is that you're going to be getting your exposure right more often. And you know, although it's not a huge new feature, I've definitely noticed an overall improvement and it's a nice feature to have. Now, one of the biggest drawbacks of the older Rebel cameras like the T3i right here is that it only has 9 autofocus points. On the Canon T6i, this has now been upgraded to 19 cross-type autofocus points and uses the same phase detection system as the Canon 70D, which I've always thought has a very fast autofocusing system. And look, the results really do speak for themselves. As you saw in my full review, it really is quite a snappy and fast autofocusing camera, so definitely a nice improvement there. Now coming in at number 2 on the list is the Canon T6i's brand new 24 megapixel sensor. Now the older Rebel cameras did have an 18 megapixel sensor, which wasn't bad. It was actually quite good for an entry-level DSLR, but it hadn't been upgraded for a while and it's nice to get this new sensor. Now although the new sensor does have slightly smaller pixels, it does now come with color tone detection and that new light metering system, which has meant more consistent images. And you know, just having that extra 6 megapixels really does help you when you want to crop your images in post. Hey guys, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. But anyway, let's get on to the number 1 new feature of this T6i. And of course, the number 1 new feature on this Canon T6i is that brand new hybrid CMOS 3 autofocusing system. It is fantastic. Compared to older models of the camera, it is a huge difference and it's nearly as good as the Dual Pixel Autofocus I've found on the Canon 70D and the 7D Mark II. Now paired up with the 19 autofocus points, it's definitely worth the upgrade. Now in my last video, I really did put the Canon T6i to the test, testing out all the different autofocus functions, face tracking, spot focus and that, and it really did perform very well. So I've got to say, that's my number 1 feature on this new camera. I'd just like to thank the guys over at Shutter Hub for letting me rent out this camera so I can put it to the test. It's been really nice to be able to use these and really test them out and see how good they are. Okay guys, see you later. So there you go guys, that was my top 5 new features of the Canon T6i. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already because you will go in the draw to win either a Canon T6i or a T6s. And if you want to check out any more videos, just click the links on the screen and that'll take you there. Have a fantastic day guys and hopefully the weather is a little bit better for you. See you later, bye.